Okay. The next items that we're going to determine the density for are for objects that are regularly shaped, like a wooden block. Okay, it's regularly shaped, it's rectangular on each side, so we can measure length, width, and height. All right, but it won't fit into our graduated cylinder, so we can't use water displacement. Okay, so the only option that we have then to determine its density is, of course, we can record the mass the same way, but the volume will have to use measurements that we use a ruler to take. Okay, and it really doesn't matter what you call the length, the width, and the height, as long as you have all three measurements. All right, so my balance is tiered, it's zeroed. So I place my first wooden block on wooden block number one. It's 19.32 grams, 19.32 grams. Okay, so it's a short height block, okay, but wide. The difference between a more of sort of a cylinder shape, okay, square base, but tall, and then basically a cube. Okay, those are the three that we're going to do. So this is the rectangular one. So we're going to do length, width, and height of it. I'm using centimeters, of course. Metric, all the way in science. And the length of this block is, we can go to 2 decimal places with this because each tick mark is 0.1. So we've got 6.20 centimeters. 6.20 centimeters. That's the length. Width, so make sure you write that down as the length. Width is going to be right on 4.00 centimeters. 4.00 centimeters. And the height almost want to do that with a TH sound, don't you? 2.00 centimeters. 2.00 centimeters. So 6.20, I think we said, and then 4.0 and 2.0 are the dimensions of this block. The next block is going to be the one that's got a square base, but it's tall. Its mass, (31.11 grams. 31.11 grams. Okay. Its length, 6.00 centimeters. 6.00 centimeters. And I'm going to measure both directions here just in case. But width, 3.00, 3.00 width. And height, if you will, is also 3.00 centimeters. Okay, so I measured them just in case. But 3.00 centimeters wide, 3.00 centimeters tall, and I believe we said 6.00 centimeters length. Okay. The last wooden block that we're going to measure is going to be the cubic one. I'm assuming it's a cube. We're going to measure it just in case. We don't want to assume in a lab. The mass is 19.69 grams. 19.69 grams. One dimension of the cube is 3.00 centimeters. Rotate it, the next dimension, 3.00 centimeters, and rotate it again. Let's do it this direction. Got a hard edge. And it is actually 3.00 centimeters. So 3 by 3 by 3. Those are the objects that we're going to measure as solids. So that part of the lab is over. The next thing we're going to do is some liquids.